Hello again to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin has made an all-time high and it's moving up. Everyone is happy. Everyone is wondering where will this end? When will it end and how far can we go? So I wanted to give a little bit of a different perspective on this move up and where we are in the bigger picture. So I thought I was going to look at the higher time frames this time. But I am going to use a different scale actually, which will give a different perspective on the move up we're in this bull trend. So if we start to look at the weekly time frame here, we can see we have well, here we are of course. This is the 2018 bull run here. Well, 2017, right at the end of it there. And then we have this little bump here, and now we're up here. This looks all very good, right? We broke above the 20,000 level right around November this last year. So we're heading up now. We are taking out this. There was a congestion here, and now we're moving up. So it looks great. I put these pivots here also because they are always important when you look at, especially if you look at higher time frames. So 46,300, 200, 300 is the R2, and 46,150 actually R2, and that's whereabout price is right now at this point. So I mean, if you're looking ahead here, next week's coming, of course we can have a move up towards R3, and these are the yearly pivots I'm talking about. And yearly R3 is not very uncommon in a strong bull trend, so it's very accessible, and quite likely we will hit 62,971. That's right about 63,000. That's a digit to remember for everyone who's looking here. And of course R4 is very stretched. It's very stretched in a pivot context. So that's almost exactly at 80,000. So that's what the normal chart looks like. Now I'm going to switch to the log chart, and we will have a look at this. This will give a little bit different perspective on things, and hopefully add a little information and perspective to this whole thing. So I have drawn a trend line going all the way back to we are back here at November 11, 2011. So you can see we have an uptrend going here. Price is coming up, it's going very strongly here up towards 2013. Then we have a consolidation downwards, and we reach this trend line here again. Crawl along this trend line for about 2015, 2017 April. So we leave this range here, we take out this high here, right about here in April 2017, just when we also at the same time test this trend line yet again. So this was an important break here, which sort of we never come back to. It's 1200 level basically. So we move up almost parabolically here, and then we're doing the same thing again. We go into a congestion phase, slightly downward like that, descending channel. We break through this trend line right here. This is an important moment. So you can see, also notice that this is the SMA 200, and price is it's a soft spot here, sweet spot. It's touching it here, haven't touched it yet since until here. So this is the break right here. You see prices coming up to this trend line, and in November 2018 it plunged through here. So this is actually a trend break on the logarithmic time scale on the weekly time frame. Very interesting actually, because most traders, regular traders, wouldn't look at this, wouldn't see this. This is like a second layer of hidden information, but it's quite important, and logarithm scales. This scale is used by many bigger traders. They look at this. They want sort of a, and then we can see price testing the SMA 200 here, and coming back to this trend line and testing it from above. Classic, classic trend line break behavior, coming back and then failing to climb above it. So then we are here right in July, about late June 2019, and then we do the same thing again, slightly downward going congestion phase, and then we plunge through here. So we have a test here again. We have actually a little break here, but come back the month afterwards. So this trend line actually holds support again. And then we're moving up here. This is what we're seeing now. This is the phase we're in now, and it started here in July 2020. So this is the move up. Here's the break. So this line here, 12,200, is also this level here. Actually I have it here too, and there was support here for this. So this is also an important level, 12,000 there. So we had a break here, and now we're shooting up, right? So of course you wonder where are we heading? How far can we go? I would say that this trend line will actually play its role again. It's played a role before, and it's going to play the role again as a resistance. I mean, in this case, coming from below. And of course, there's nothing that stops the price from actually shooting above and then using it as support for higher gains. So that could happen. It's very likely that it will break, but perhaps not at the first test. So where are we then? Well, it depends on how quick we're moving up, but somewhere in this region we're looking at, I would say, the next weeks coming, right about R4 is very, it's a tough level to break above. I mean, on a yearly basis, maybe this will level 79,500 will, or 80,000, let's say, as a round number, will be the sort of maximum for this year. So we'll test this, maybe we shoot up, test it, come back, and then we'll stay in this zone here until next year, and then we'll make a new move up. Well, so if people are saying we're going to hit 100,000 this year, I'd say we have to go above R5 here. Could possibly do it very shortly, but I don't think, normally price won't establish itself around R5 and then move further up. That's just, well, that doesn't happen basically, technically. So we have to be realistic here too. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. This trend line is very important, I think, and also the R4 level here at 80,000. We have the R3 level, which will be a hurdle first at 62,700, about 63,000. Yeah, so that's my take on this for a longer time frame, on using the log scale here also. Thanks for watching.